Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another series recap with your St. Louis Cardinals. This time they are taking on Juan Soto and the Washington Nationals, each team at a 3-6 record looking to turn their season around. Game 1, we've got Eric Fedde taking on Carlos Martinez in our pitching matchup. Top of the second, Josh Bell up for the Nationals against Carlos Martinez. He's going to take this fastball up and in to deep right field. Carlson's going to be on the move, racing back, but that's going to be over his head and gone for a home run for Josh Bell. Nationals take an early 1-0 lead off the back of Josh Bell's solo home run. Bottom of the fifth now, Yadier Molina is up to lead off the inning for the Cardinals. He's going to take this pitch fair down the left field line and into the corner. Molina's going to chug his way on over to second. He's going to have a double as the Cardinals look to get on the board here in the fifth. Later on in the inning with 2 outs, Lane Thomas up. He's going to take the first pitch down the right field line and fair. That's going to land in there. Molina's rounding third, heading for home. Lane Thomas is going to try to stretch this into a double. He's going to be thrown out at second, but Molina does score before the tag is applied, and the Cardinals tie it at 1. Bottom of the seventh, one on for Edmundo Sosa, but he's going to line into the 4-6-3 double play, and Nationals end up avoiding a threat there in the seventh. Top of the eighth now, the only hit Martinez has allowed has been the solo home run to Bell, but here comes Ryan Zimmerman. He's going to add his home runs to the board as the only 2 hits Carlos Martinez allowed in this game both go for solo home runs, and Washington will take the lead here 2-1 in the 8th inning. And they would add on a third run. Brad Hand on now to close it for the Nationals, and he will get Tommy Edmonds swinging with the slider. Nationals take the first game of the series 3-1 on the strength of the 2 solo home runs from Josh Bell and Ryan Zimmerman. As mentioned, Carlos Martinez, the bad luck loser, as the only 2 hits he gave up in this game were the 2 solo home runs. Otherwise, he was flawless, having not given up a walk or any other hits with 4 strikeouts. Moving on to Game 2, we have a great pitching matchup between Jack Flaherty of the Cardinals and Steven Strasburg of the Nationals. This should be a great one. Top of the first, Flaherty already into trouble with 2 on and 1 out. Josh Bell at the plate. He's going to take a single up the middle. Bader's going to come in. He's going to try to get the runner going home, but that is not going to be in time, and Washington takes an early 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Bottom of the second now, Lane Thomas is going to come up, and he's going to tie the game with an RBI single to center field, and that's going to match the Cardinals in Washington at 1. Top of the fourth now, we've got some bad news for the St. Louis Cardinals as Jack Flaherty is going to come out of this game for an undisclosed injury. So that means that his day is done and potentially even longer. Daniel Ponce de Leon is going to come in as a long reliever to try to shut down the Nationals after Flaherty's exit. Top of the fifth, Juan Soto up. He's going to take a pitch to deep center field with a runner on third. And that's going to be just deep enough to score the runner from third, as Washington gets the lead here in the top of the fifth off of the relief pitcher De Leon, and they take a 2-1 lead. Moving into the top of the seventh now, Juan Soto is up again, this time against Genesis Cabrera with nobody on base, and he's going to take this fastball high, deep to right field, and into the Cardinals bullpen for a solo home run. This pushes Washington lead up to 3-1. Top of the ninth now, Luis Garcia is going to drive in a run to push the Nationals lead out to 4-1, just gets down the third baseline, scoring the run from third. And the Cardinals have 3 runs to make up in the bottom half of the inning. Dylan Carlson looking to spark some things for the Cardinals to get a rally going. He's going to take this pitch deep to right center field. That's going to get down as there's some confusion out there between the outfielders. It's going to land between them. Carlson's going to keep running along. He's going to end up all the way at third with a triple in the 9th inning, giving Cardinals some life here in the 9th. Later in the inning, here comes Nolan Arenado, 3-1 pitch, and he's going to take a single to left field. That's going to score Carlson from third, and the Cardinals cut the deficit to 2 runs, but there are 2 outs after a single puts runners on the corners for Yadier Molina. Tying run at first, but he's going to roll over softly to third base, and that is going to do it. Cardinals drop their 2nd straight game of the series. Nationals are looking for the sweep here in Game 3. Steven Strasburg, player of the game, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, and an earned run. Daniel Ponce de Leon is set with the loss in relief of Jack Flaherty, who, after being evaluated after the game, will only miss a couple of days. He will not miss a start or go on the IL, which is good news for the Cardinals. Game 3, Cardinals looking to avoid a sweep will send Adam Wainwright to the mound up against left-hander Patrick Corbin. And here we go, top of the first inning now. The very first batter of the game is Andrew Stevenson. He's going to take this Adam Wainwright cutter, and he's going to launch one to right field. Justin Williams in right field trying to go back, and it is gone through the rain. Not a good sign for the Cardinals looking to avoid a sweep. In fact, let's go take a look at the GM of the Cardinals and see what his reaction was when this at-bat took place.
A good night.
Dan Dero, we take a look at this. There's a swing and a drive hit well out
better
to
not.
right field. Racing back, the right fielder. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's just 1-0.
Are you kidding me? The first batter?
The gates right there. He's not wasting any time.
You
First
gotta be
batter of the
kidding
game,
me.
not normally known for his pop.
Management in St. Louis definitely not happy with the results so far this season. Next batter, Luis Garcia down the third baseline. Nolan Arenado has had enough of this, and he is going to make an incredible play to nab Garcia at first. That is going to be a top play nominee. Cardinals avoid any more damage there in the top of the first. Bottom of the first now, Paul Goldschmidt up after the first two batters reach base. He's going to load the bases here, and then Arenado is going to follow up with a bases loaded walk. Cardinals come back, tie the game quickly with the bases loaded, and nobody out on a bases loaded walk. Next batter is Paul DeJong. He's going to get hit by the very first pitch. That will bring in another run. 2 runs for the Cardinals on a walk and a hit by pitch. Next up is Harrison Bader. He's going to line a pitch to deep center field. That's not going to get out, but it will be deep enough to score a run from third as the sacrifice fly puts 3 runs on the board for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the first. However, the Cardinals were not done. Andrew Kisner playing today. He's going to line a pitch to deep left center field. That's going to be just fair inside the line for a double. That's going to score the runner from third and put runners on second and third. A 4-1 lead here for the Cardinals in the first. And they were not done yet. Coming up next is Justin Williams making his first appearance of 2021. And he's going to take this Patrick Corbin pitch to left field for a base hit. That's going to score 2 as Justin Williams gets in on the action. His first hit of 2021, but he is going to be cut down trying to stretch the single into a double. And the Cardinals will end the first scoring 6 runs off Patrick Corbin. Bottom of the second, now 2 on for Paul DeJong. The Cardinals are not done yet. DeJong flies this pitch to deep right center field. That's going to go over the fence for a ground rule double, scoring 1. Harrison Bader up now. He's going to line a pitch up the middle for a base hit, and that's going to score 2 more runs as the Cardinals jump out to a 9-1 lead, and we are only through 2 innings of play. But Washington is not going to just lay down and die. Bases loaded with nobody out. Juan Soto's going to take this pitch to deep center field. That's going to be enough to score the runner from third as they cut into the deficit 9-2, and they will also add 2 more runs onto the inning to make the score 9-4. Top of the 5th, Nationals looking to add even more on. Juan Soto is going to hit an RBI single to right field. Juan Soto is going to drive in another run. Washington's making their way back against the Cardinals. It is now 9-5. Bottom of the 6th now, Paul DeJong on with 2 on and 1 out against Ryan Harper. He's going to take this pitch into the gap, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Unfortunately, there was a miscommunication on the base pass, and he will not actually get extra bases here, but a run will come around the score. Cardinals get double digits here, 10-5. Bader comes up big again as he's going to line an RBI double into the gap. That's going to score 2 more. The Cardinals are now up to 12. This is actually going to end up being a triple for Bader. Cardinals up to a 12-5 lead. They are not done yet. Bader up again. This time he's going to take a pitch deep to right center field. That is going to be over Soto's head and gone. A home run for Bader. He finishes the game a double shy of the cycle and 7 RBIs. Tommy Edmonds going to put the cherry on top as he lines a base hit to left. That's going to score the runner from third. Runner from first is going to be cut down at third, but the Cardinals put 16 on the board. Nationals are trying to fight back, but this solo home run by Kyle Schwarber is going to be the last gasp here in the 9th as the Cardinals, despite that home run from Schwarber, end this game 16-6 on the strength of Harrison Bader's 7 RBIs with a home run, a triple, and a single. Cardinals avoid the sweep with a demonstrative 16-6 win. Despite the loss here, Washington will take 2 games out of 3 in the series and will look to keep the momentum going in a 4-game series against Arizona back in Washington, where the Cardinals will continue their East Coast road trip with a 3-game set against Philadelphia. This has been your series recap, and until next time, stay blessed and take care.